It was a horrific crime that shocked the community in Jacksonville, Florida. A high school freshman shot and killed while waiting for his father to pick him up from an after-school event.
I immediately started screaming and looking around for people.
Within a day, 4 suspects were arrested. They were trying to rob the teen who didn't even have any money.
What a journey that we were about to embark on that we had no idea.
Jim Kowalski was the prosecutor who fought to put the killers behind bars.
The choice that that defendant made at that moment was to put a bullet in the back of Jeff's head.
Jim was truly unique in that extraordinary role that he played in keeping the victim family informed every step of the way.
The defendants were convicted, but Jim Kowalski's relationship with the Mitchell family was far from over. He helped them establish an organization called Compassionate Families, a support group for crime victims. Jim served on the board and guided them.
The circle surrounding the oak tree is the circle of life.
With Jim's leadership, the group established the Unity Plaza, a place to honor and remember children lost to violence. It's right at the school where Jeff Mitchell was shot.
This line from the center point of the circle of life is where Jeff left this life to the heavenly life.
Jeff's father says no one has a bigger heart or more compassion than Jim Kowalski.
If there was a superhero focused on the various victim populations, whether it's homicide, consumer fraud, the broad array of so many different types of victims, Jim would be that superhero.
Indeed, Jim is a true superhero. Many credit him with stopping the country's foreclosure crisis dead in its tracks.
Without Jim, we wouldn't have this house, so he means a lot to us.
Keith and Vicki Jordan were on the verge of losing their home where they raised their children. Vicki lost her job, homeowners insurance skyrocketed, and despite making mortgage payments on time for years, they were faced with foreclosure.
Everybody have a dream house, and whether it's a shack or a mansion, and he was able to say my mansion to me. This is my mansion. Mr. Jim was there. He was like the angel. The guardian angel was watching over us.
Jim discovered the banks were falsifying documents, that homeowners in Florida and all over the country were losing their homes through no fault of their own.
Every bank was supposed to sit down with the family and try to work something out, and none of them were doing that. And they were telling the courts that they were. And Jim exposed it, and he told Congress about it, and he really stopped it from happening nationwide.
First is Mr. James Kowalski, Jr. He's a graduate of the University of California at Berkeley. He has also been on the forefront of the foreclosure documentation scandal.
These abuses of the judicial system are not the work of a few individuals or a rogue outsourced unit of a servicer. The systemic use of manufactured documents and false affidavits is a business model.
His testimony, coupled with his quotes in a Rolling Stone magazine expose, eventually led to changes in the law to protect homeowners.
It really did just change America. It changed the way that all of the banks got to treat our friends and our neighbors and our family. And really, Kowalski's to thank for that.
But what is most amazing about Jim Kowalski's approach to all of this is that he learned what was wrong with the system, figured out how to fight it, and then taught other lawyers around the state of Florida what to do to keep people in their homes. He did this on his own time, at his own expense, because it was the right thing to do.
He said, I will tell every lawyer how to do this work. I'll give them my pleadings, my discovery, I'll co-counsel with them, and he did.
The American dream is to work hard, get a house, and raise your family. and he made our dreams continue to go on, live on.
I know he's gotten a ton of hugs and teary-eyed hugs from the people that he has assisted, because for them, he is all they have, and he just happens to be the best foreclosure lawyer in the United States.
He now works for Jacksonville Area Legal Aid and helps the needy every single day. No matter what he does, he has a keen sense of right and wrong and a passion for true justice.
Everybody wants to be Jim when they grow up. You know, everyone's inspired by someone like Jim, because if he can do it all, it gives us all hope that we could do more.